could you give a 40-minute speech on with no preparation?
Just Dance 1, there is this hot and cold. This coach right here, right? And she's in a wedding dress, because she's basically playing off of the whole Katy Perry music video. So that's her dance for hot and cold. And her choreo is just really simple. You're hot and you're cold. You're yes and you're no. Remember that dance move, okay? And then in Just Dance 2, we got this iconic guy. Rasputin, yeah. So hot and cold. Oop, wrong way. Hot and cold and Rasputin get married in Just Dance 2019 to the song Sugar by Maroon 5. They get married, right? So they get married and everything's all good. And then we get to Just Dance 2022, where there's a whole Katy Perry set. There's all these Katy Perry coaches in the background, and that's hot and cold right there. She's in the shadows, so you can't really see her dress. But there's Rasputin. They just chilling in the background, dancing in the background, and everything is all good. I pinned you. I pinned you again. It's all good. But then we get previews for Just Dance 2023, and one of the first songs we see is Sweet But Psycho. Now let me show you the coach for Sweet But Psycho. You see that? Sweet But Psycho. That's the coach. And when you click it, what that look like? Hot and cold. And look, in the background, you see pictures of Rasputin and her because they got divorced. Divorced, people. And then when you look at her and watch the choreo, it's coming up. Just watch. So she's doing this. And then right here, remember this move right here? She does it right there. She's lost her mind. That bitch is heartbroken and crazy because Rasputin done broke her heart. Now here is a story that I think is what's going on. And nobody wants to believe me. If you notice that Sweet But Psycho was dancing in the background in a mansion and they got divorced, so she got her heart broken and she is losing her mind. There's another coach coming out in Just Dance 2023 and there's a song called Psycho. She is also dancing in a mansion. Dancing in a mansion, happily in love. I'm thinking this must be Sweet But Psycho's alter ego or sister or distant cousin that Rasputin might have left her for. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think that he left the Sweet But Psycho to be with the psycho because she's blonde and pretty and pink and he's just so in love with her. That's what I think. Now, this is Just Dance lore, yes. And if you think that's not enough, I've got more. Did you know that Save Your Tears in Save Your Tears, it's these two coaches right here, the alien and the time traveler. They have a child. A child. Okay, so when we last left off, I told you that there is a child who is the product of two coaches and I'm going to tell you how this child came to be, okay? Now, in Just Dance 2022, this is where we started to really get like some lore going, right? So we have this coach, and he is the dancer of Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake. So he's doing Rock Your Body by Justin Timberlake, take note of the font. And then this guy is the traveler. He's going to turn around and he's going to be like, hey, and check out the background. He's looking like he's in some sort of like lobby or whatever. Right. Okay. So at the end of Rock Your Body, you will see that he has the power to multiply himself. You see, he can clone himself and send them to different portals. You see in the background all those different portals opening? Okay, I'm going to explain to you where each of them are going. That one just went into Think About Things by Daddy Fryer. And this one just went into China by a bunch of other artists. And then this one is about to go into Mr. Blue Sky. And then this one is going right back to Rock Your Body. If you notice, that last guy right there in the back, he's going right back to the beginning of Rock Your Body. So he's got to stay put in the Rock Your Body map to, keep watch. Because if you press play, you see that he goes right back into the portal. And then he makes all the portals disappear. And then he's going to make one more portal appear. Just wait. So he makes them appear behind him. Now, he's going into that portal behind him. Take notice of what that background looks like, right? So this is where we get this one. Look familiar? This is where he was going. It's Levitating by Dua Lipa with the blue alien chick. This is her dance. And she's doing this dance by herself. You know, she's just, you know, she's a cute little alien just chilling in her own world. But Rock Your Body has paid her a visit. Now, before we get in to the visit, they end up meeting because he comes from another song. So then we get Save Your Tears. If you notice, it's a combination of both of their fonts on Save Your Tears. I know it's background because I'm filming on a front camera, so just bear with me. So we go over, and then we're getting a combination of the two worlds. He's coming out of that world, which is Last Friday Night, which I mentioned in the last video, but I will show you where he is right here. He's in Last Friday Night, right there, just lurking in the shadows, and he's disappears into the crowd. And he walks through that party to come out of there for Save Your Tears so he can have a romantic duet with the alien. And then they dance together, and you know, it's a real cute moment. This is the end. You see how their floors are splitting apart? You think they're gonna say goodbye forever. But no, he opens her portal and she opens his portal. Now, if you notice, he went in here, which is her world, and she went in there, which is his world. They didn't go back to their own worlds. They went to each other's worlds, noting that they are going to see each other again. So, that's Just Dance 2022. Then in Just Dance 2023, we get this as an intro for a new song in the game, Just Can't Stop the Feeling by Justin Timberlake. And it's this girl chilling, and then it's this guy. And he's, you know, on the TV. She's watching him on the TV or whatever. The ball goes through the TV, and he's just like, can you hand it to me? And she's just like, I guess. And I'm like, I wonder who else can travel through different portals. Maybe your fucking father? That is his child, and he's blue, so he must be her child too. Rock Your Body and Levitating had a child, and Save Your Tears was the foreplay, because before that they ended up having sex. And this kid has the same powers to transport. He just took her to this world, and he's gonna take her to a bunch of different worlds. Like, you see this one? There's Last Friday Night. He went over here. That's Tel Aviv. He went over here to Temperature's world. They're in Sweet Sensations world with the space cat in the background. One more thing I forgot to mention about this. When they're traveling with the sun, they're traveling through, and you see all the different maps and dances in the background, because he has access to all of them because he has his father's traveling genes. And then you get to the end, and it's all of them together. They're just dancing together, right? Now here's where it gets spicy. They're gonna have a good old time. They're dancing, blah, blah, blah. It's all good. They're all excited. But out of nowhere, who is that bitch? Yeah, who that bitch? She made all of them disappear. So what does he do? Creates a portal so they can disappear to another dance. Where the hell are y'all going? Now, I'm going to have to expand on this when the new game comes out, Just Dance 2023. So I won't have information on this until late November, because I will have to explore each map to see what is going on. But that is the time-traveling child. However, there is more. That witch who just made all the coaches disappear, that's not the last you see of her. If you see on the top, she's got a dance coming up in the new game too. I'm going to save that for part 3 if you guys really want it. I don't know. Let me know. Welcome back to another episode of Just Dance Lore, and I am going to start this episode with some things that I meant to mention last time and I just kind of forgot to, so I'm just going to clear that out, and then we're going to get into today's subject. So first of all, the son, who is the son of the traveler and the alien, his name is Wanderlust. That is his name, and her name is Sarah. Basic ass name. We got Wanderlust and Sarah. You know what? It's all good. Whatever. And his father's name, the Rock Your Body coach, he is called the Traveler, and his mother's name is Siha Nova. And she is named after Little Siha, who is a very popular Just Dance streamer. Also, it is mentioned on Just Dance's official Instagram that Wanderlust is a deity and a sorcerer. Wanderlust, deity, sorcerer. Also worth mentioning, someone in the comments had mentioned that the lyrics might tie into the story. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. The lyrics that I forgot to mention were the last lyrics of Rock Your Body are "gonna have you naked by the end of this song." And then he proceeds to impregnate Siha Nova. So I think lyrics definitely come into play, and song choice, because peep how the Traveler song, Rock Your Body, and Wanderlust song, Can't Stop the Feeling, are both Justin Timberlake songs. That's what I forgot to mention last time. And now we're going to get to today's episode. So previously we left off on her. Her name is Night Swan. She is also a sorcerer. This is also according to the Just Dance official Instagram. She's also a sorcerer and a performer, as noted. And that was actually not her first appearance. Her first appearance was actually last year during the Just Dance Astral season. Now during this season they were showing us songs they were going to bring new to the game and new to Just Dance Unlimited. So we got Positions, you know, the whole Zodiac thing, I love it. And then We're Coming Up, and then there she goes. You missed her, don't worry, I rewind, pause, and you see her right there. That is her first appearance, and that was from last game. That was from Just Dance 2022. However, in Just Dance 2023, she seems to be causing some havoc. My last question was, where the hell did Wanderlust and Sarah go? Now here's the answer. If you peek that background they're going to a map called Physical by Dua Lipa. Now Physical by Dua Lipa, the coach is this lovely lady right here. Her name is Breziana, also according to the Just Dance Instagram. And if you notice, she's, you know, in some sort of mall or common space area, I don't know, but it looks like she's doing some sort of flash mob thing. And if you notice in the background, it says faster, higher, better. And then right there, you see it again, faster, higher, better. She's doing like some kind of workout thing. That's kind of like where we leave off with them. There's nothing confirmed about what's happened to them since Physical. We know that they went to Physical and they're there and they're safe, or so we think. Let's move on to another song. So the next one we have is Locked Out of Heaven by Bruno Mars, which is this guy. And he's, you know, having his moment. But in the background, you see Night Swan glitching in the background while he's doing his dance. And, you know, he's just trying to, you know, he's got himself in the mirror. He's trying to put on his own little show. But he keeps seeing her. She must be coming to capture him next. Now let's backtrack just a little bit to remind ourselves which coaches were in Don't Stop the Feeling that Night Swan actually abducted. So you see Wanderlust and Sarah in the front. And then behind them you got I Like It Like That, Sweet Sensation, Last Friday Night, and Temperature. I don't know their names. When you fast forward into the end and then you see that Night Swan comes up, it makes those four, the four coaches of the past, disappear right here. She has abducted them, right? It goes to show that there's a possibility that Breziana, Locked Out of Heaven, and possibly another map gets abducted. There's one more map that hasn't really shown Night Swan in the background, but I believe is connected to Night Swan, and it is Rather Be. This is dance in the background for Rather Be, and that's what it looks like. So just take in what it looks like, get a whole visual of it, yeah? So now we finally get to the witch's song. She has a song, she has a dance, She's got her whole background. She is set to be the villain of this game. Now, in a moment, you're going to notice that she has a certain familiar power. She has access to portals as well. You see them rising in the background. Don't worry, I will pause and zoom. Now, I'm going to pause and I'm going to zoom in so you can see each portal. This portal in the background is Rather Be, which I just showed you. This one, it's kind of faded, but it says harder, faster, stronger, whatever it said. That's physical. So she must have captured Breziana. So come over here, you got Rather Be again. I don't know why it's in there twice. And then this one, I don't know what it is yet. It must be a map that is not revealed. But she also has Last Friday Night in the background too. These are all coaches that have been connected to Night Swan in some way. They have either been kidnapped, abducted, or she's finna pay their maps a visit. I don't know. I'm going off for previews, all. I haven't seen the full song, so I'm just guessing. So there's another song. It's a new song. It's called If You Wanna Party. It's an original Just Dance, it's a Just Dance original. And in that song, you see Sarah, Wanderlust, and you see 3 other coaches. And I'm going to show you the 3 other coaches that you see in the main game. It's the 3 new coaches that I just mentioned from Just Dance 2023. We've got Rather Be, we've got Locked Out of Heaven, and Physical dancing with Wanderlust and Sarah. Now, when I first saw this, I was like, okay, so Wanderlust and Sarah and Physical went to Physical to escape from Night Swan. And then Locked Out of Heaven had Night Swan in the background. And Night Swan had Rather Be's portal in her background, as well as Breziana's. So I'm thinking that she must have abducted all of them at one point. And we just haven't seen it yet because the game hasn't dropped and we haven't seen the full game. We've only seen little clips. So I'm thinking at the end, she might have abducted all of them too. So even though they ran away to Breziana's world to get safe, she might have caught them too. Now here's the thing. Why do they look so happy here? If you zoom into the back, you see we got Sweet Sensation. We found her. We got I Like It Like That. We found them. Where's Last Friday Night? I started thinking. Where's Temperature? I started thinking. I fast forward to the end because we actually get a peek at the end of this map. And then when you zoom in, you see Last Friday Night. See Last Friday Night right there in the pink and blue. And then you see Temperature right there. They're all back, they're all happy, and they're all safe and sound. Now what I'm thinking is that Wanderlust and Sarah must have gone to these different maps, found them and brought them together, and they decided to get together and have a big dance party, right? So this must be a celebratory dance because they must have all escaped the Night Swan. And where do you think this party is? It's inside of a place where all these different dances are happening. All these different dances are in the background, you know. What better place to have a party than inside the Just Dance Disco Ball? What's the Just Dance Disco Ball? I will show you. Whenever you start up the game, it's the first thing you see. That disco ball. They're having a party in there because they're celebrating the fact that they all escaped Night Swan's wrath. Either that or that's their safe space where Night Swan can't find them while she has access to their portals. I don't know. This is just me theorizing, okay? That's today's. That's all the lore I know about Night Swan and her possible capties, whatever. Anyway, I will see you guys in another video. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Let me know if you guys want a part 4 or something. I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hello, people. Okay, so we have got a new development, and I am back super quick. This is, I guess, a part 4 or maybe a 3.5 because it's a very quick update. I want to say thank you to Emo Scotch Tape and Snailor 4200 for bringing this to my attention. Now, it has been said that the coach from Locked Out of Heaven is the son of Night Swan. And I was just like, really? Why would that be so? Until I looked at the features trailer where you can get a better look at the people, the coaches, their names, and his name is Jack Rose. And his quote is, "With a mother like mine, who needs enemies?" That right there is enough proof for me that his mother must be the evil Night Swan, and the reason she was in his map is because she is his evil mother. Hello everybody, and welcome to another installment of Just Dance Lore. I've got a quick one for you guys. I'm in my pajamas, I'm ready for bed. I'm about to take this wig off and put my bonnet on and knock out. So yes, let's just get into it. Now, I see a lot of people talking about Rasputin and how he is for the streets and how he's a fuckboy. Okay, sure, maybe he's a ladies' man. He is Russia's greatest love machine. However, do you guys remember who I believe to be one of the biggest fuckboys in the Just Dance family? Behold, Just Dance 2015. You guys remember this guy? This is the dancer of Love Me Again by John Newman. And now he has a nice, powerful piece about how he has messed up in the past and he just wants to make it up to his lover, and he wants to know if they will take him back. I'll give you a sneak peek of his piece.
No, I turned wrong, left your heart zone. Is that what devils do? I need to know now, can you love me again?
And you know, you look at it and you feel bad for him. You know, he seems very regretful, very remorseful and lonely and heartbroken. He even has a section where he does a whole Usher style slow motion R&B breakdown where the whole choreo goes slow motion. I ain't gonna lie, that part is hard. That's my favorite part of the dance. Now, he goes slow motion. You think this guy's really hurt. Now, who could he be singing about? Who is this person that he wants back so badly? Now, in Just Dance 2015, all my old school Just Dancers know this. Back in the day, they used to have this thing called mashups. And if you won enough mojo or coins, you can unlock different versions of the song. You can unlock the community remix, the VIP remix, or the mashup. And he had a mashup for this song. Guess what the theme of his mashup is? Ex-girlfriends. Not ex-girlfriend. Ex-girlfriends. So he must be trying to apologize to a lot of women. So I looked into this. How many ex-girlfriends do you have? How many ex-girlfriends appear in this mashup? Really, homie? Really? You gave us a whole slow-mo, take away my anxiety, you got served dance montage for all these bitches? Now, granted, a couple of them repeat, like Flashdance What a Feeling has multiple parts in the mashup, but I'm saying, how many of these women is you trying to get back? How many do you need to win back? You don't need that many women. You just need one. You over here dancing like you lost the love of your life. No, you done lost 12 loves of your damn life. Yes, I counted. My bad, 11, sorry. 11. You done lost 11 loves of your life. And now you want them all back. You're trying to win them back single-handedly with this dance. Damn mess. You're messy. You're messy, Love Me Again, coach. I don't know your name. And let me point out that the cover for this fucking mashup is I Kissed a Girl. You going after the girls who like girls? You breaking the hearts of the girls who like girls. I don't believe in bisexual erasure. She could be bi, you know, because her song is I Kissed a Girl and I liked it, and she hopes her boyfriend don't mind it. I guess he must have minded it, because now he's dancing in the rain singing about how he wants her and his 10 other exes back. Like, look at, this is the matchup for Love Me Again. Look at all the women that he's had in his bag. Like, we got Hit 'Em Up Style, we got Follow the Leader, Flash Dance, we got I Kissed a Girl, like I mentioned, Bisexual Pride, Wild. Like, he's fucking with all these girls. And then she comes back, Follow the Leader comes back. Then you got It's You, the sweat version. You've been sweating with It's You. Like, I'm saying, he's got Gimme 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 and Man After Midnight. He's got all these girls in his bag, yet he's doing a dramatic dance about how he wants his lover back, when all these girls have come together to dance to your song. Like, come on, man. Like, do better. I see a lot of people talking about Rasputin's dance with body moving in Just Dance 3. A lot of you guys have been bringing this up, saying that Rasputin was wrong because he's cheating on Hot and Cold with her. But I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see the chemistry. She's pushing him away and making him cry. They're running after each other, and they just keep running past each other. They can't seem to find the right path for each other. And then, again, he tries to reach out for her. They can't even connect. Like, there's no connection there. This is probably a dance where they realized that they were better off as platonic friends. And I believe that. I will vouch for Rasputin on that one, because I don't see the chemistry with these two, and I never will. So I don't think that Rasputin should be looked down upon for this dance, because it's not as steamy as people seem to remember. Just Dance 3 was a long time ago. We're coming to Just Dance 2023, so you never know. I just thought I'd refresh your guys' memory. Anyway, let me know if you guys want to know about any other Just Dance coaches, any other people you want me to research, and I will break out the trusty iPad and do the thing. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye. What's up, everyone? I'm back with another episode of Just Dance Lore. Do you mind? Alright, y'all, so I'm back with another episode of Just Dance Lore, and this is actually going to be a fast one because they just dropped new previews for Just Dance 2023, and I have a theory about one of the new previews, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. So, in Just Dance 2022, there is a dance to the song Mood by 24, K Golden, and Ian Dior. Basically, they're getting the camera set up, you know, they're about to make a TikTok. You know, this is a very popular song with, you know, the TikTok generation or whatever. So they're recording, you know, they're having fun. And it's very obvious that they're playing for the camera, because they even have moments where the camera goes low and they all up in the camera's face and shit. Like, they're obviously playing to the camera because they're trying to, you know, put this up on TikTok and get a whole bunch of views and shit, right? Now, at the very, very end, we get them, they finish up the dance, they're like, yeah, we killed that, bro, we're gonna go so viral, and then they turn the camera off, right? Now, that's Just Dance 2022. Now, in Just Dance 2023, we've got a new song coming out. I've never heard it before this preview, but it's called Danger High Voltage by Electric Six. And look who's back. Those same guys. And my theory is this takes place right after that. They cut the cameras off and they're like, okay, we're done playing cool for the camera. And my theory is that this is them when they're off camera, just truly being themselves. Because check it out. There it is. They lip syncing and shit. Like, check the dude in the blue, got air guitar and shit, punching, karaoke, air drums, all kind of shit. And I just feel like this is them just without the camera, them just being themselves. I think it's a couple of teenagers who actually want to vibe to music like this, but they dance to like top 40 and hip hop to be popular. But this is the kind of stuff they actually enjoy. So that's my theory. I don't know. I just feel like the two mood coaches are two kids trying to go viral by doing what is popular, but when in reality, they want to do something different and just have fun when the camera's not rolling. And I think that that is a commentary that you guys should post whatever you want to post, just like I'm doing right now. So go out there, create the kind of content you want to create, and don't give a fuck about anybody else. Right, babe? He agrees with me. Alright, guys, see you in the next one. Peace. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Just Dance Lore. Now, I'm going to take you guys back to one of the most beloved games of the Just Dance franchise, and that is Just Dance 2014. And we're going to talk a little bit about some people. Now, none of this is confirmed, you guys. This is literally just what I think. Keep that in mind. In Just Dance 2014, there were things called battle modes. There are 4 battles in Just Dance 2014, and I wanted to talk to you about one specific one. There was Come On versus That Power, Kiss You versus Pound the Alarm, Fine China versus Gentleman. But what I want to talk about is what I think is the best battle in that game. In this first game, we had Where Have You Been by Rihanna, which was like the biggest song of that year, arguably. I could be wrong. If there was a song bigger than Where Have You Been that year, it was probably made by Rihanna herself, because she was on top of the fucking world at this time. Now, you had multiple modes you could play. You had classic, battle, extreme, party master, mashup on stage. Now, we're going to specifically talk about the battle mode. Now, if you look at Where Have You Been, she is someone who I believe is like a goddess of fire. She goes into dark mode and she summons the flames behind her. She's got bare feet and she's stepping on the fire, and it has no effect on her because this is her element. Fire is her element. Take note of the markings on her legs. They pop up like here they're permanent, but earlier when she's dancing, like she has the ability to make them appear and disappear. They appear and they disappear. So that's Where Have You Been? She's dancing in the ring of fire, you know, like this is just her element, right? Now there is another dance in the game, and it is David Guetta featuring Sia. She Wolf, Falling to Pieces. Now, if Where Have You Been is the goddess of fire, what does she look like to you? Specifically ice. If you look here, there's a crystal of ice, and then it breaks, and she's set free, yeah? She's practically Elsa. You see, she can make it appear, reappear, and now she's making it come up. She's making the ice come up. Like, she just has that kind of power. She can create structures, she can use it as a weapon, and she can also use the ice as a transportation device. She is now transferring throughout the mountains to explore her territory because she can. This is her home. This is where she lives. So now that you've got an idea of who those two are, you might have a better idea of why I say this battle makes sense. To have the Queen of Fire and the Queen of Ice battling for dominance. Now, let's take a look at said battle. There are 2 options. You can choose to start with Where Have You Been, which means you're starting with fire, kind of like on the rise. She gets the dominance. Like you see, she's exerting her dominance, and She Wolf is defending herself because she could melt. This is not her domain. She's not safe here. She could melt if she gets too close to the fire goddess or whatever. And the fire goddess is just like, fear me, be scared. You should be afraid because this is my house. Like, bitch, I will fuck you up. You know, like unless you want to become a puddle, like don't fucking, you know, come to my town or whatever, right? So that is just basically how it is if you choose to do Where Have You Been first. You get the hometown advantage, basically. There's also the option to start with She Wolf first. Now, if you start with She Wolf first, she's comfortable. She's more comfortable. Fire still looks like she's on the defense, but she's still very fierce and very ready to fight. But Ice Queen is just like, remember your place. This is where I am. But even while Fire is low and on the defense, she still looks like she holds her own with dignity, because that is just what the Queen of Fire is going to do. Even if she's not comfortable, she's never going to let you see that, and she's never going to tell you that. Now, to me, this battle can mean one of two things. Fire and ice either one, hate each other, and one of them wants to eliminate the other so the other can rise to power, or themselves can rise to power, or two, they secretly want to be friends, but they can't, because if they get too close to each other, it would lead to their demise. Now, I don't know. Right there, it looked like it was a lot of fighting, you know, but there's just a moment in the battle where it kind of looks like they might be related. They might be sisters. I think they might be. This kind of gives me a whole, like, this whole holding hands, twirling thing kind of gives me the whole, like, we're sisters, but at the same time, we shouldn't be sisters. Maybe, like, illegitimate sisters, same mom, different dad, etc., etc. I don't know. Maybe they're a product of forbidden love. Maybe there's a fire-loving mom and an ice-loving dad, and they came together and created them, and now they're at odds with each other. So either they need to stay away from each other, or they want to kind of reconnect as family, but they can't, because if they do, they will hurt each other. Now, I believe that they have a relative, not necessarily a sister, but a distant cousin of some sort. Now, in Just Dance 2021 in Unlimited, we got this person. This is all the stars. And if you look at them, you know, they've got all these markings and stuff similar to Where Have You Been's markings. If you look at them, she's got markings on her leg, kind of like tribal paint, sort of. Very similar to how Where Have You Been has those markings on her legs. And I think that she is some sort of goddess of, like, the earth, because she's giving me very much hippie, very much hipster, peace-loving, meditation, crystals. You know, I think she's very, very one with her, you know, her chakras and all that shit. And I feel like that's why she went away to wherever she is, the jungle, I believe. She's in the jungle by herself because that's where she found peace, because she didn't want to live in a world where she had to watch two people fight, meaning Where Have You Been and She-Wolf. So she went off to find peace by herself, alone, in the jungle. That's just a theory, and that's mainly because they all look alike. But I also may think, if that's not their sister, then they might, Where Have You Been might have a sister, or a brother, excuse me, in this person. Does anyone remember this from Just Dance 2? This is Dagomba. Now, the reason I say they might be in relation to Where Have You Been, this person dances, and look at the volcano in the back. They control the volcano. They make the fire come out of the volcano. But not only that, this is not just a dance trying to summon fire. This is also a dance to summon the rain. So if you look at this, the thunderclouds in the back, this is a rain dance. So we've got someone who's capable of controlling the fire in the volcanoes, but also trying to summon rain from the sky, precipitation, which could be related to She-Wolf in some way. Now, this is all just me theorizing and just talking out of my ass. I don't know. However, I do think that She-Wolf and Where Have You Been are connected in some way. If not from the same family, then from different families, or maybe they have been just arch nemesis from the beginning. And I do think that All the Stars is connected to them, either as a cousin or a distant sister or something like that. And they distanced themselves to find peace because they didn't want to watch them be at odds. All the while Where Have You Been has a brother who is controlling the volcanoes and magma somewhere else, all the while summoning rain from the sky, which could also be a reason why Where Have You Been may not like Dagomba, because if he's summoning the rain, that would put out her fire. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just talking. I'm just saying what I think. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But I'm here to overthink. And that's what you guys like me to do, apparently. So that's it for this episode. I knew this was going to be a long one because I had a lot to say about these three, well, four, because I mentioned 4 people. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. What are your theories? Let me know, because I love hearing what you guys think as well, because it puts everything into a lot of perspective for me. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and peace out. Bye.